Hi dear viewers, this is Arash Kamali with another session of the website programming course on the Python programming language and the Django framework. Again, as always, a very warm and heartfelt welcome from me. If you remember, in the previous session we worked with IPs and we received the IP for each user that logs in or the admin. We save the IP in a field. Now in this session we are going to deal with discerning of the city or the country of the users or the admin based on his IP. We are going to use the library API finish in order to get the city and the country of the user's origin and say give us the information for your database for free. It is not such a bad thing, but it is not complete one either. It may be missing many of the IPs because it is free. But if someone is interested, he can get a paid API so that it would be more exact with more information and overall a larger database for the IP list to use. And get to know where the user has logged in from exactly based on that API large or enormous database. We need to buy monthly APIs, but right now we are going to use a free one on our tutorial, which is not, of course, it needs to be said, very precise. And it doesn't have all the countries and cities, but it would probably do with detecting the country. Up until finding the country it would be no problem. There is another method that we can use, and that's making a database on our own, which would make things more time consuming and a little bit complicated, of course, on the side. And of course things would be much more precise and strong. We can make an API app of IPs, an app which we could update. We could define different ranges for different countries and say in a certain country a certain range belongs to a certain city, etc., etc. Within the IP ranges we can do some filtering and tell it which country and city that IP belongs to. It is up to you to use such a database, of course. Okay, now in order to be able to get the country and the city of the user using the free API, we use the library IP2 Geo's tools. We just need to go to the website and get the API. Okay, alright, at first I need to install the package in the terminal. I say pip install IP2 Geo tools. Okay, we wait for the package installation to be over. It may take a little bit of time, as most installations do. Okay, this is a very precise part of our site. Okay, and we wait for the package installation to be over. Alright, the installation is done now. We run server again. Okay, in order to recognize it I go to the view again, and this is our panel. We need to import the library on our view. We say from IP2 GeoTools dot databases dot non commercial. Okay, commercial import db IP city. That's for the library that we need to import. Okay, to use. Now we want to use it. We say based on IP, find out where we are. Okay, and which country or city it is. It finds based on IP, but the point that needs to be mentioned here is that it won't work for us right now because our IP is local, but nevertheless we write the codes here and explain them, but we can only test the codes when we have uploaded our website and know to which city or country it belongs. So we need to add a field in the registration section so that besides IP, the name of the country or city will be saved. When we upload our site, we do a registration on the website to see how it receives the city and country. So again, I go to the manager model. We have added the IP. We add another field called, for instance, country. Here the name of the country field, we would have the name of the country and city saved. I need to say python manage.py, make migrations, python manage.py, migrate. That's it, and at the end run server. Okay, my new field has been made. I go to the registration section where I save the IP, and I get the country as well. Okay, we set these at try because our site now is running on local IP so that it returns unknown if it could not return, and no error will occur here by rest. Try rest response equals db IP dot get IP comma API underline K equals free. We are using the free API. If you have paid API, you just need to set your API here. Okay, so let's do it, and we say receive this and country. Okay, equals response dot country. Okay, plus what? A space, a string, and plus response dot city. Okay, that's it. Alright, that's for the code. As we said, response dot country plus response dot city. Okay, and except if it couldn't country equals unknown. Alright, and then we save the country field over here. Country equals country. That's for saving the country as country, because we have a local IP. We can try it, but we just wrote the codes on our page, and so that when we turn online we can test it and see how it works.